Hey guys, I'm Desikan and I'm back after a while now. And I know a lot of you guys were genuinely concerned, like what was up with me. A lot of you were worried if my health was fine because I seemed a little bloated in a couple of videos. I seemed like I put on a lot of weight. It was because I was pregnant. So I didn't mention it anywhere because I thought, who really cares? But a lot of you guys were genuinely worried, seemed concerned. And so yeah, I did. I was pregnant. You guys did guess it right. I did deliver the baby and now I'm in the process of healing. I'm feeling a lot better and me and the baby both are doing really well. Thank you so much for your concern, for your well wishes and all of that. So yeah, I did take the break I feel like I needed, but I wanted to be back. I was really like craving to film. It's been a while since I sat in front of the camera and I feel like this is my healing space and this is my safe zone, and I feel a lot better when I am doing what I love doing. So I thought, okay, let me just sit down, take it one step at a time, film a few videos. Usually I film a lot of videos in a day, but since I'm just like in the process of healing, I thought I'll film little by little and be back and just start putting out content. So thank you so much for being patient with me, and so thank you so much for being patient with me. Thank you so much for being concerned. Thank you so much for all the love, the well wishes. And anyways, so today's video is going to be about this one. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. I've talked about this so many times, but a lot of you guys used to ask me like, tell me this, is there any dupe for this? Are there any similar products? Let's just compare a lot of these different products. Please let us know. So today's video is going to be about this and the possible dupes and the ones that are not dupes at all, like busting dupe myths. So that is what we're going to be doing in this video. So let's get started. So in this video, we're going to be talking about, of course, like I mentioned, the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. This is a pricey product. You get 30 ml of product. This retails for 4,000 rupees. Most of the times you just get it on a maximum like 15% discount. So it is still pricier. Like it's around 3,300, 3,500, even if you get it on a discounted price. They do have a travel variant for this, I think in like 4 shades for 1,500 rupees. And I think you get 15 ml of product. Again, if you compare like the price per quantity, it is a little bit expensive. And I feel like always the full size products give you that you get the quantity you pay for, and this one is pretty much natural looking on the skin. It doesn't have large shimmer particles. It does contain minute shimmer, not something that is very visible, so it just blends beautifully on your face. It adds a nice glow. It has a little bit of that moisturizing sheen to your skin, and it has that filtered effect as well. So flawless filter, it does look a little bit like filtered and it looks beautiful underneath most foundations. And the difference between this one and the MAC Strobe Cream is that the shimmer particles, they look very similar, but this MAC Strobe Cream doesn't have that sheen that I mentioned, and it doesn't really like peek through underneath most foundations, especially if your foundation is like matte and full coverage. Whereas this one, I feel like it does alter it and kind of blends beautifully with most foundations and makes it look 10 times better. Like the Charlotte Tilbury foundation, the one that is full coverage and pretty much matte, this one looks really nice underneath that. That's what I mean by when I mentioned that it has that sheen, it peeks through the foundation. So comparing these two, I still do really like this one, but this is pretty close. So if you have the MAC Strobe Cream, I don't think you need the Hollywood Flawless Filter still. Okay, I think you can just prep your skin really well with a really nice glowy moisturizer, like a dewy moisturizer, and then apply the MAC Strobe Cream and you would still be getting that similar finish. So this is how the MAC Strobe Cream looks like. It is beautiful. It's a beautiful product. It has very finely milled shimmer particles, but it doesn't like quite match up to my Charlotte Tilbury one in my opinion. I feel like the effect is not very long lasting. It is a beautiful product. It is a cult product, there's no denying that. And if you want your glow to be very subtle, if you want to use this just on its own, you can still use this one. But for me, I have a personal preference, and that is that one over this. I do still really like this product. It's not like I'm telling it's a bad product or I don't really like it at all. It's just my preference is slightly towards that one. So apart from that, I feel like this one does have a slight tint to it, which again the MAC Strobe Cream doesn't have. It has that tint which blends pretty well according to your skin tone. So you have multiple shades you can choose from and it blends pretty well with your skin tone. It's not a full coverage product. It's not something that would give you any coverage, but you can use this just on its own and it looks really nice because it has that thing that would match your skin tone. Now, I know that a lot of people find this to be extremely expensive and you'd be wondering if you should go ahead and get this or not. Now, that's up to you. Like, you decide what works for you, what works for your budget, but I absolutely love this and I feel like it's completely worth the price I paid for. Now, if you feel like you don't want to spend that much, of course, we are going to be talking about dupes in this video, like I mentioned, and busting some dupes as well. So I'm not going to be talking about only affordable brands. I do have some from high-end brands, but these you could probably get on pretty good discount as well. So the first one I'm going to be talking about is the Glam Glow Nude Glow Illuminating Moisturizer. Now every time I look at this, I used to always think, okay, why is no one talking about this? Because this has that sheen, that glow like that Charlotte Tilbury product has. It doesn't have that tint that would match your skin tone, of course, but it's pretty much like the MAC Strobe cream, but a little bit more dewier and looks beautiful underneath makeup. It doesn't have large shimmer particles, and I feel like this is a very, very close match to the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. But this is again an expensive brand. It's not a very affordable brand. They do have a travel variant of this that you can get for around 1,300 or something like that. So you can try it out, or if you find this illuminating moisturizer in a good discounted price, you can definitely do check that out. This is the glow you get. It looks beautiful. So I absolutely love this. I don't have a demo of this one on my face because I forgot to include this, and I'm like, okay, shit, I wanted to talk about this particular product as well. So this is, I feel like, a very good, very close match. And then apart from that, let's talk about another high-end brand that you can find on pretty good discount, especially because it's a newer launch on Nykaa, and I absolutely actually love this one. This one is the iconic London Radiance Booster. This has a little bit more of like a thicker consistency compared to the Charlotte Tilbury one. This has that stickiness as well, and it has a more intense tint to it, but it's not something that again is full coverage. It's not something that I think would kind of compensate with your BB cream. I feel like it does look like a tinted moisturizer because of the consistency that it has, but it doesn't give you any coverage. It doesn't cover up anything on your face, but gives you that beautiful glow. I feel like it is a little bit more glowy, little bit more dewier than the Charlotte Tilbury. So if you have oily skin, I'm not sure if you would like it, and I'm not sure if you would like it if you're someone who sweats quite a bit on your face, again live in hot humid climates. But I absolutely love it, and I think that if I feel like this product is not giving me that glow, it's not enough for me, I think I would definitely reach out for this one. This I got it on a flat 40% or 50% off, which I feel like is a great discount deal to pick this product, and I think a lot of you guys would really like it. The shimmer particles again is very, very minute, very fine. You can't really even see it, but it adds a beautiful glow. It doesn't cling on to anything on your face. It doesn't emphasize any texture. So absolutely love this particular product. And then I think, I got this in the shade Caramel Glow, which looks a little bit dark, but once I apply it on my face, I don't feel like it's contrasting with my skin tone because it's not a very pigmented product. So I think you can try out Caramel Glow if you are around my skin tone. And then I picked up a product from an Indian brand, which was claiming to be a dupe for this product. And this is the Lamia Glass Skin Flawless Filter. So it has a similar name as well. And I got this one in the shade Sidus. So this is a pretty pricey product. This one retails for 975 rupees, but I ended up paying 750 because it was on a discount. Now, in terms of the shimmer particles, again, the shimmer is very minute. Now, the shimmer is very fine and minute. I said minute because I combined both of these words, but yeah, it's very fine and minute, but you can still see it somewhere, like sparsely dispersed, but you can still spot the shimmer particles, which doesn't happen with any of the other products. So that is something that I noticed, but it's again not too much. It's not something that's going to emphasize a lot of texture on your face. It's not something that looks artificial. So that is something I really liked about this product. Now, when you come to the consistency of this, it comes in this packaging like this, which it doesn't drop out the product. It is a little bit thicker, and it is something you have to again like scoop it out and apply it on your face. When you first initially apply it, it's very light, very very lightweight, and it doesn't add that glow you're looking for. It's there, it's visible, but it's not as intense as the Charlotte Tilbury one. But once you start to layer it on, it doesn't have that dewy moisturized effect that the Charlotte Tilbury has. So what happens is that it kind of dries your skin out, and I don't really like that with most glowy products where it just sucks out the moisture from your face. It looks visibly matte and it looks cakey and it looks like you have a layer of something on your face. So that's not something I liked. So I like it with one layer, but when I layer it on, I don't really like the way it looks. I feel like it is emphasizing too many things and looks a little bit artificial and clay-like on my face. So I'm not a very big fan of that. But if you wanted to use this like a natural highlighter or just one application of this, like a subtle effect, then I think you would really like this. But with all of these products that are available, I think you can easily skip this one, and I don't think it is a very good dupe. I mean, the way it looks, the shimmer particles and everything is very similar, but the finish is not the same. and the end result is not going to be the same. The next product I'm going to be talking about is, of course, the very, very popular one, which I had to wait for quite a bit to get my hands on. This one is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter Glow Booster for Radiant Skin. So this one is pretty pricey, again for 1,600 rupees, and you get 31.5 ml of product. And there is buy one get one on e.l.f. sometimes, so if you do happen to find this in stock at that time, you can pick it up, because a lot of people did pick it up at that time. But when I wanted to get this product, all the shades were sold out, and when I did find it, it was the shade called medium tan, which I felt was a little bit too dark for my skin tone, so I picked up the shade medium. It does have a subtle like whitish tint to it, but once I blend it on my face, it doesn't look bad at all. Now this has a similar applicator like the Charlotte Tilbury one, similar packaging and all of that, and this I feel is a very, very, very close match to that, and it looks similar on the skin. And I feel like this one looks a little bit more dewier as well, maybe slightly a tad bit more pigmented than the other product, but the finish, the way it looks on the face, the way the products go on top of this, and the way it adds that glow to that the other products as well is very, very similar. And yeah, because you do have a couple of shade options in this one, I think this is a really, really good dupe, just like the iconic London one. So either one of it you can pick up, but if you have the e.l.f. one, I don't think you have to pick up the iconic London, which is priced at 3,250, but I could get it on a pretty good discount. Let me mention the discount as well that I got it on. So I got the iconic London one for 2,400 rupees when there was a discount. So if you have either one of this, you don't have to pick up both. So that's what I'm mentioning. And if you have Charlotte Tilbury, you don't really have to even pick up any of these. So, but if you're looking for dupes in general, this video might help you. So yeah, coming to the e.l.f., I feel like they're very, very, very similar, and I was not expecting it to be this close. I feel like it's like the Charlotte Tilbury copy pasted in this one with a little bit more pigment and a little bit more dewiness as well. And I really like how it looks, and so you can easily skip on this and just pick this one up. If you have this, you don't really need this one, so you have a very, very close dupe. And I feel like this would work for all skin types, and it doesn't emphasize any texture, just like the other one. It's not like sticking onto your face differently, it's not like clinging onto anything, it's not emphasizing anything, they're not large shimmer particles, it's not a little bit too dewy like the iconic London one. So this would work for all skin types in my opinion, and you have yourself a perfect dupe. And then the last one is something that we're going to be again negating, because I saw this somewhere and I was like, oh no, this is not even a dupe, it's not even similar. Yeah, this one, this is the LA Girl Luminous Glow Skin Illuminator. I saw that this was recommended as a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury one, and I was like, in which world is it similar? Because this, in my opinion, I didn't even find it to be, like, I don't find it to be similar to the MAC Strobe Cream. In that busting dupes video as well, I mentioned, because it's not at all similar. It has a lot of shimmer particles. It is a little bit like too stark in my opinion. Like when you just swatch it on your hand, maybe you can't see it as much, or once you apply it on your face, you can. And it doesn't have that same dewiness, and again, the tint also is not very similar. So yeah, this one is the LA Girl one. You can see it looks a little bit more metallic because it has a lot of shimmer particles to it, and it does look a little bit stark on your face. Like for my preference, it is a little bit too shimmery, and I would never call this to be a dupe for either the MAC Strobe Cream nor the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful, and this is a video that was long overdue, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. So yeah, let me know what you think about these products. If you have tried out any of these dupes, or if you have any other possible dupes, let me know in the comment section down below. And while you're at it, give this video a big thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.